Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley have accomplished a lot together, but they've had issues over the years. Paul Stanley even admits he didn't like Gene Simmons when they first met. He's explaining how they worked through those issues in a new Q&A from the recent KISS Kruise. By the way, welcome back. There are many of you who are returning viewers here at Rockfeed, and a lot of you haven't subscribed yet. We would really appreciate it if you could take a quick second out if you enjoy our videos to subscribe to the channel, as it helps us out a lot, and we're very grateful for the support. So during a recent fan Q&A on board the KISS Kruise, Paul Stanley was asked about that 50-year friendship with Gene Simmons and how they've been able to keep it together over the years. He says he has driven him crazy at times, and Gene Simmons even admitted during an interview that he doesn't really have friends. He doesn't really like to go out and participate in social activities that he's not interested in, or to pretend he's interested in them. That's his characterization of what a friendship is. But anyways, here is what Paul Stanley had to say about his friendship with Gene Simmons.
Interesting question. Yeah, we're very different, but we certainly share a pride in what we do, a work ethic, maybe because our parents came from Europe, where I think that's important stuff, is to have pride in the work you do and to work hard for your money. Other than that, I think one of the things that took me a long time to learn, and I think Gene is, by the way, I mean, he's family to me, he's a brother, and I remember there were things about him that used to drive me crazy. And then I realized that that's not his issue, that's my issue. You know, when people do things and it bothers you, you need to figure out why it bothers you, not expect them to change. You know, it's not about them. And things that used to bother me about Gene, I just had to kind of figure out, wait a minute, that's my issue that bothers me. And why does it bother me? Because, you know, he can only be the best he that he can be. He's never going to be me, and I'm never going to be him. So it's just a matter of putting a lot of that stuff aside. We're not going to change anybody else, so we need to figure out why it bothers us.
So that was a great answer from Paul Stanley, and the KISS Kruise looked like it was a great time. It seems like he just kind of came to terms with the way that Gene Simmons is. Gene seems like a difficult guy to communicate with, and you know, maybe a lot of people are that way, and maybe Gene Simmons is just more honest about it than others are. There is something to be said about that, and it's impressive they've been able to be friends for 50 years and accomplish all that they have. So thanks so much for tuning into Rockfeed. We really appreciate the support. If you could take a quick second and hit that subscribe button, we would really appreciate it. And check out the recommended video up on your screen.